For decades, my symptoms primarily were that I didn't sleep well at night. No matter what side I would roll on, that side of my nose would congest like concrete. And this would wake me up during the night. I'd be aware of it. I'd roll to the other side. And then at some point, that side wouldn't allow me to breathe. I'd wake up in the morning and I'd frequently still be tired because I was not getting a good night's sleep. And this went on for years. I was using nasal sprays, which are addictive because of rebound congestion. I was using adhesive strips that were making my nose sore from peeling them off every morning. I was taking those little red decongestant tablets that I learned I'm not really supposed to take for a long period of time. So all the solutions that I had were not good solutions, but I needed something in order to try and get a full night's sleep. So the problem was long-standing, and now it's gone. And that's what Vivere did for me. When I would see ENTs over the years, some of the suggestions they gave me were actually pretty frightening. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I had seen a new ENT, and when he described to me what the procedure was like, how simple, how easy, how relatively painless, I could breathe the entire time through the procedure, immediately after the procedure. I almost didn't believe him at first. I thought he was making it sound too good. But I read about it, we went online. My son and my wife are both healthcare professionals, so they researched it, and everything that came back was positive. So I trusted them, and I grew to trust my new ENT. And when he said this was an available opportunity, I took it. I knew that the Vivere procedure was going to be done under local anesthetic, but I knew I'd be able to leave on my own. Went into the treatment room, and the first thing that happened was a spray of a misted anesthetic and a decongestant. Then he put on some strips of cotton that had been soaked in anesthetic, and that sat there for about 10 minutes or so to then allow him to come in with a very small needle and inject the third level of anesthesia for some of the deeper tissues. And by the time I had had the spray and I had the cotton soak, I didn't feel the needle. It just felt like maybe a little bit of pressure. He went in with the Vivere stylus and touched it in a few places on both sides. And I was out of the chair in less than half an hour from when I first sat down. And I could immediately feel this flow of air, which felt like I had either taken massive amounts of spray or decongestant tablets, but it was just my nose. And it stayed that way for quite a while. But of course, then there's the healing process that happens right after the treatment. Within a couple of days, it started to congest a little bit. And I asked my doctor about that, and he said it's perfectly normal. Every patient had the same report, and it's part of the nose trying to react to what had just been done to it. So it'll take a few weeks to fully calm down, and that's exactly what happened. I'm now at about the 8-week point, and breathing is just phenomenal. It's an experience I don't recall having before the Vivere process. In terms of the treatment itself, from everything we read about the clinical trials in Europe, the clinical trials in America, all the research we could find, the benefits are dramatic, the risks are minimal, and in my case, the results are phenomenal. Based on my experience and my enthusiasm, because I love the results, I would say absolutely go check it out, because it has changed my life. So if anyone I knew had the same problem I had had, I'd say, I think there's a great solution for you. Yeah, I'm enthusiastic. I can't help it because I love breathing. I'm going to keep doing it a while, and it feels really good now for the first time.